when you have no problem cutting somebody off because you already see what energy they operate in, what frequency they be on, your misery doesn't love company, it becomes a problem. But it's not your problem to solve because you've already solved it by dissolving the source. See, people will make all types of assumptions about you. People will misconstrue anything that you're doing to make them feel better because the ego has to find a way, an answer to defend itself. So you cut them off. Well, you must be selfish. You must think you're all that. You must think you're better. You must think you're above them. No, you're above the actions. You're above the shade. Birds confirming, ancestors confirming. And they look at them birds flying high. You're on to new heights. You're soaring. Why do you want to keep living in the past? Majority of people live in the past and they want to take you with them. They want to take you down memory lane because that's where they felt relevant or where they felt superior to you. Especially if you're somebody who's overcame things that were meant to destroy you. You detonated old parts of yourself that couldn't go to your new journey, and they're still looping in old habits, old mindsets. Having the same old chit chatter. They want to bring you to that level with them. All they do when they go out their way to start speaking down on you or trying to trigger you or slight you or whatever the case may be, because that's what it is. They try to minimize you to make you feel as bad as they do. Because happy people that are thriving, people that are happy, they don't try to bring other people down. They want to see everybody do good. Because everybody knows anything is possible to those who actually want to do the work. 222 on the time. These people are still stuck in childish mentalities. They still jump through hoops for validation. They care about what people think. So they hope that by slighting you, it'll work. But when you don't care about what somebody thinks, when you don't care about being liked, they can't say nothing to slight you. Because then their opinion would have to matter. And it doesn't. And then that upsets them even more. And what irritates them more is they couldn't stop your shine. They couldn't stop your shine. They wanted to break you down, remind you of where you came from. But that's the thing. You didn't forget where you came from. You survived in spite of that. In spite of the ache. In spite of things that most people wouldn't have even survived. You still thrive. And a lot of them still are being carried. And they still feel inferior to you. So they deliberately try to harvest your energy. People always like to think, oh, vampires are not real. They're around us all the day. Energy vampires. They slowly try to drain your energy. Subtly. They want your life force energy. Because if they can trigger, upset you, that'll make them feel better about their inadequacies. Happy people, people who are genuinely comfortable with themselves, they don't seek to slight other people. It's not about being better, it's about doing better. They get mad you don't want to go everywhere. You don't want to be around everybody. Everybody should not have access to your energy. Once you realize that people take kindness as weakness, kindness is access, and a lot of the times people will purposely try to get reactions out of you because they have secret obsessions. They don't care if the reaction's good, bad, whatever, as long as you responded. You're not here to adhere to people's insecurities where they feel small. That's their personal problem. And just like the birds, you soar. They don't want to see you shine. Blind them, baby. I'm a phenomenal woman. I do phenomenal things. Why would I pick up the phone? I'ma just watch it ring. Y'all just want the scoop. And I don't do nothing for free. So which one of you little birdies is ready to pay the fee? Understand I'm protected. My intelligence is my weapon. Grateful for my sacred blessings. Downloads come straight from heaven. Your energy is abundance, and abundance flows to you endlessly. If you're singing this, like a busan, like boy, die, my, loca, taka, loca, sala, pula, ta, 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 why, oh. That was me singing to the birds. You heard the response. Again, if you're seeing this, I just sung you a tune of abundance. And the ancestors, the birds, they agree. Confirmation. You'll always keep shining, remember that. I moved from my hometown 3 years ago. That's when I wrote the Chosen One Survival Guide. About a lot of stuff Chosen Ones experience. About why a lot of Chosen Ones have to move out their hometown. Why your gifts will always carry you places that you won't even imagine. Trust in your ancestors. Links in the bio for the guide. Again, 3 years ago. 333 could be significant for somebody.